Hi Virgos, if you'd like to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. My name is Steph. Here is your ink blot made in your name and essence. If you want to take a screenshot, we're going to scry for shapes and symbols that speak to our psyche and psychic senses. As well, we'll add on tarot and oracle. And we have Ghost Tube here kicking for any audio additions that may inspire or irritate. Reflectively, please receive or release freely, of course. So Virgos, if you'd like to open up with me, you're more than welcome to, or you can fast forward through to the beginning of the reading. Taking a nice big breath, closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception.
Karma.
Releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of our muse, Virgo. Thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. Let's go for some Virgo adventures. Virgos, you know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below or keep it to yourself. Introverts and extroverts alike. I'm seeing like caterpillar genies. I'm reaching out for something. I'm reaching out almost like a leg. I'm either kicking something away or I'm, if you can't quite reach something and it's like, oh, I can't reach that, but I'm going to try and use my leg or my toe, to try and pick it up or feel it out. Something about like maybe my hip bone or pelvis. Yeah, something about that. I don't know what that is about.
Up.
Do you see these characters here? I'm trying to decide who and what I'm seeing, but they're very clearly like two cartoon characters. Okay, there's a few rabbit holes coming through. I'm going to have to choose one, but you know the drill. Follow your own instincts first and intuition versus my gammerings.
Leave me alone.
Because that's how it's feeling. I'm not going to lie. So see how like this character, if this was the head, is like leaning forward and this one is behind it, like, but wait, so like, just let me tell you more. And it's like, I feel like this version or this energy has hands in its pockets and is like just moving forward and it's like, I just want, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I don't know if I'm being hassled or just irritated. I'm not sure which one it is. He's got like a few other hands where I feel like, I don't know what it is. And he has, I say he, but it could be masculine or feminine energy. It's indifferent in this case because I feel like they're both masculine energies, but one's passive and one's aggressive, or one's passive, one's active. Like something's not aligning up. These could be aspects of myself or me looking at history. Okay, for some it is a spirit that I'm not listening to. And they're trying to, they're definitely in spirit. In this rabbit hole, they could be somebody older, like a father, grandfather, or an energy, a male energy that was very important to me. And I'm feeling like Solomon alone. And I'm just like, not mopey, but maybe kind of mopey. Yeah, and it could be from when I was a child, when you were a child, or in that father. Oh, okay, see? And they are trying to send you a message in a bottle and you're not hearing it. Or maybe you don't want to. I don't know. Like, who am I? This is just the way it's coming through. Sorry if my chompers are in the way there. Or my finger. Hilarious. So there could be a parent, somebody or a grandparent, somebody that's trying to send you a message because of the way you're feeling right now, and you might not be hearing it. There's something about wanting to help you feel away again. Somebody might be feeling trapped. I also feel like when I go down the other rabbit hole, that there's still this person or energy, entity, even of my own mind, whether I like to admit that or not, that I'm ignoring. That's what it makes me feel like. I'm ignoring. I'm heading off because I'm seeing this like the sea, like this part right here. And I'm hearing the Jack Johnson song, or at least the album maybe, I'm not entirely sure, To the Sea. Because I kind of feel like, oh, interesting.
Can you repeat?
Jack Johnson's album or song, To the Sea, I'm not really sure. Something about water, like maybe I need a vacation or how I'm feeling feels like I am near rocky water. It's kind of like I feel like I'm living near water, but I don't know if a storm is coming or a storm went. And it's like, but you can't go swimming because the tide's too high or the water's too choppy. And it's like, okay, maybe that's how you're feeling, Virgos, or there's something around you that you're noticing, like you're like, those waters are not exciting. I feel like something might be like, but this is exciting, and it's like, it's not exciting. That is not fun. That's not fun. And I don't think it's yours either, but maybe that's how you're feeling. I don't know. I can't say. Now my ear's getting itchy. Okay. Hilarious. Or there's like a sound in my ear. All right. I'm wandering here and I'm seeing something on a... Okay, so sorry, I'm getting distracted again. There's a mouse, but I feel like I'm seeing like Minnie Mouse or Mickey Mouse.
Jump. Something
along that lines. It's right at like the third eye space. It's oh, wow. Okay. So imagine when I was talking about like that pelvic tilt, or I don't know, whatever, it's fine. You can place it, Virgos, you know the drill. If it's your scry story and the symbols are stepping forward that inspire, listen to your own first versus my yammerings. The pelvic tilt or bone of like the third eye, some sort of ability to be reborn, but it's the ears that are, it's like I feel young again, maybe in that intuitive space, because I feel like I'm not listening, but I don't know that I'm not listening, or I don't want to admit that. So dragonflies are also standing out. And for whatever reason, I want to notice in this frog card, there is a symbol in there. Will it come through? I'll try on the other direction. I don't know what that symbol means, if you can see it, but I'm seeing it like a QR code or whatever those things are. And it takes, you know how like when you see those, I think they're called QR codes, forgive me, and you see them, and then if you just take a picture with your phone, it takes you right there. That's what I'm seeing. But it's like stuck in your butt right now. But I'm seeing it like a Mahjong tile. Is it Mahjong? I think it's Mahjong. Something about a tile. A Mahjong tile. I also see something about acupuncture, acupressure happening. Dragonfly, if I didn't say so already, means something to somebody. It's like these points of the brows, like if you're like, they have like personality. And there's more beings there paying attention to how I'm letting something come down and through the bridge of my nose and these glasses. And now I'm seeing these glasses like, is it like Harry Potter, something that has like the round ones? I don't know, or just pick round ones. It's fine. And there are spirits in my peripheral, and that's where I feel like even that divine guidance is. It's like they're here, but I might be blocking something a little bit. They are making their way through. If I'm gonna, they are quite resilient. Maybe a fox means something to you right now. Maybe you feel like some trickery has been afoot. Also, Virgos, when I see overcoming fear, I feel the Virgo energy in this with the lantern and the hermit. So I don't know if you've been going within about something. I'm seeing somebody change out the candle like in a lantern. Like if it was burnt all the way down. And instead of waiting for it to burn out, they and I don't know who they is, so I'm assuming either it's you or your energy or divine guidance, that's fine. And they are respecting your wishes of how you're feeling right now. So they are right there and they are communicating, but they're respecting your wishes. Anyway, and I come in, and instead of waiting for this candle that's been burning for maybe said how long, could also been some candle magic done at some point in time, another lifetime or in this lifetime, something about candle magic, and it's almost done. right? It's almost done.
It's what we want.
But the point of this spirit coming in, or an energy of you, is to light a new candle from that. So it's not like a extinguishing it and the wax just sits there. It's almost like there's this feeling of I want to, and I know I'm learning a lesson or something like that by honoring what I've been through, by honoring how I have felt, by honoring how I feel, and not just distinguishing it.
I remember you.
I am remembering the child. I am remembering the hurts and the healings and the journey, and my light's not out. I'm going to use that fuel, that fire that I may have, to light the next candle. And then I feel like this candle, being new, is infused with something as I'm overcoming certain things. I'm also seeing in this card, like, you know, when a straight razor. Yeah, so any sort of trickery, but I feel like this fox is quite resilient in overcoming my fears with this new candle. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going here, Virgos. Learn the truth. Yeah, I feel like you have, will, or are willing to continue going through whatever it is that you're doing. There we go. To overcome your fears resiliently, if I may have, to really learn the truth. But I feel like it's as though there's something about the way I respond to the truth is an accomplishment in itself, but it's not the answer. And even if I never learn the truth to what I want it to be, or if I'm making it out to be more or less, it's like I hear a version and I just decide, okay, whether I accept it or not, it's my response in moving through this. Does that make sense? Hopefully that made sense. And now I just heard that song in my head. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Because I'm seeing feel? Like yeah, how do you feel? Because I'm seeing this like almost, okay. Okay, oy vey. I apologize, Virgos, but it's like punching me in the face in a good way. Do you know, in the morning or at night, when the moon is illuminated, and the clouds might look dark and the clouds can look light through, depending on, the shadowing and the shading of the night meeting the day or the day meeting the night. And then it starts to part in this very portally kind of way. And my shadow of night and my dark of day, I don't know, begin to coalesce, and it separates. And like when you see like that one point in the sky, like everything, but then there's this one opening. I don't know if it's like God source. Again, this energy or entity, this angel that's trying to speak to you. Something's being oppressed.
Doom.
Maybe you have been feeling defeat. There's something about the thoughts, Virgos. There's something about the thoughts of the rushing. See, it's like the weather feels wacky. Virgos. The weather feels wacky. What's on the bottom? Don't worry, that 9 of Pentacles, Lord of Material Gain. You are gaining something by overcoming possibly thoughts of past, present, and future decisions. I somehow feel like I've made it or applied some sort of decision to my future that is actually oppressing my present. Does that make sense? So I don't know if this is someone else or something or someone or of yourself. But as it stands right now, like even through this thing that I'm seeing, this conversation, this cliff, even if something in my past or in my present is oppressing me, I get to choose by my thoughts. Do I wish to see this as defeat, or learn the truth that yes, I have been involved in this, or yes, I have been receiving this, or yes, I've been doling it out. Or I've been playing the game. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to overcome things. And I say it that way because it's like, I don't know what they are in your aura, because I feel like they're kind of scattered in the caps of the water, the white caps of the water, yes, of the sea. For some, I do feel it feels like inner child stuff, and I have to decide, am I going to be defeated by it, or am I going to be the one for me, the one of my own oneness, to move through it and say, these circumstances or what happened or what's going on, it's not defining to my present or my future.
Curious.
They are experiences that are like building, resilience building. I hope somehow that made sense. King of Wands and Eight of Wands, Lord of Swiftness, Prince of the Chariot of Fire. So you've had a Princess of Winds, of Rushing Winds, and then you also have this Prince here as well. Maybe it's like inner communication with oneself. But I want to come back to your ink blot, because up here it's like really talking to me. These like genie caterpillars, and it's like they're on a teeter-totter, but they're kind of held above this. Like their teeter-totter isn't linear. Like it's not a flat teeter-totter that goes boom, 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 boom. They're lifted up, like you can see it in the thing. They're up, and then they just go down this way. Because I feel like they're also like on a train, and they're doing whatever those things are for. I'm gonna say I don't know what that is, but something on a train. I also kind of feel like I'm a gummy bear. I don't know what that is. Something about gummy bears. I'm seeing a knight rushing in on a chariot type wheel, and I've run something over. Maybe that's part of me. Or I feel like a knight in shining armor. Maybe it is crime. Maybe a crime was done against you. You have to decide how you want to deal with it. Was it against you? Is that how you want to deal with it? Or was it okay? How do I want to move forward to? It's kind of like in a weird way to my advantage, with the divine guidance to move through it, because I feel like there's something I'm gaining. Interesting that this might feel... Virgos, if you haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. I always forget because I get very, very invested in your ink and insights. Thank you to all those who do. You warm my haunted heart. But what it makes me feel like is that I'm gaining this momentum. And it's like I've run something over, but I'm focusing on the kokonk, kokonk. I don't know, maybe I feel like I get run over on things, but I'm coming in on this chariot, and I feel like because when I'm gaining momentum, someone or something within myself or without of myself, sorry, we don't need to keep that on, it's in my routine of how I respond and react. It's absolutely strange, but that's fine. So when I come into this routine of how I'm responding of these landscapes above and below, something becomes really swift once I decide. And it's like I'm hearing a rock in a tire, and then just ping, and then it flies out. It's all very obscure, but I'm loving it. I'm also seeing a dragon in here, right in that space. Virgos, I feel like you've been through an intense cycle of something. That might have been very isolating, or maybe you're in it, or you're just coming out of it. I'm not sure. Freedom is on the bottom. Again, very Virgo-esque here with maybe you've... I feel like this is the path to divine guidance. I don't know if something or someone has made me feel low, so that my routine of connecting with spirits of the afterlife, spirits of elements, spirits of energy, spirits of other people in the animated aura. And I have been, at least in some way, shape, or form, and if this isn't your scry story, you know the drill. Thank you for holding space for others. Anything that has been making me feel like I'm defeated I've been distracted by it. And maybe that's for good cause. Maybe that's for good cause. However, I need to decide. There's also something about water. And there's that lantern in there as well. Virgos, but within all this, I want to know that I feel like I am seeing something. Again, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. There's rain all up in this card. This isolation. Isolation has its place, but it's not necessarily a place to stay. Being there too long, that energetic water or rain starts to seep into my lantern of my light. But I can see something. I can see something coming together here. I can't deny it, because even when I look at this, I'm seeing eyes, and it's like, oh my goodness. Everything starts to light up again, almost like crazy hair, don't care, crazy hair, don't care. And you start to realize that that's not going to come through at all. That you have nectar left, and you've been looking for it. Maybe you're trying to reclaim it with this freedom of this horse moving towards the light at the end of the tunnel. And as you get closer to the light at the end of the tunnel, whatever this proverbial tunnel is, because I do think you're a part and parcel of acknowledging it as a tunnel, or feeling like you've been crawling through a tunnel, whatever the case may be. But I feel as though you've recognized your nectar, and somebody might have been siphoning that. But you're, part and parcel of responsibility and accountability of allowing that to happen, because maybe it was a distraction that overall, in some way, shape, or form, was serving you. And it's serving you for this point to realize something. Because I see this night energy come in very, very quickly, and it cleans house. I also see a bird or an owl coming in. Oh my goodness. So this is the night on that chariot, and this is like this bird.
Spirits are here.
Yep. And they come in. You have angels of light and dark, the shadow and shine, all coming in. And you have here the healer, your nectar, the hunting for the healer within you. You have it here. It's like reclaiming it and saying, no, I am the one. I am the one. And you climb out of this. You free yourself from this something. Yep. You are giving a warning to anyone or anything through communications with spirit, divine guidance within the self, undoing chains, because it's happening in the subconscious. It's happening in the subconscious space where your master resides. You are the master, Virgo. And it's like you are leaving offerings for whatever spirit is that you're working through. Reestablishing a freedom, climbing out of that rope. It's like climbing the rope in gym class. I don't know. I never did it, but I feel like it would look very hard. And you do it. You've done it. You've done it. You've done it. And now moving through to respond and react to this reality. And I feel like Virgos are giving a warning to everyone that if they're going to approach the same way of the old version that Virgos were in, because it had value, almost like to remind you of your mastery of being a healer, a holistic healer for you. Somebody distracted you, or something distracted you with all this 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords. Even if it was your childhood. It's like empowering that inner child to say, okay.
Nobody understands.
I'm here now. I'm here now. This version of me is here now. And we will do this. We are doing it. Virgos, very, very powerful. I hope this did inspire somebody and support. Please do give it a like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you again soon because we will flip this and we'll scry it again from the alternative perspective another time. Thank you.